Hey guys, Nigel from Aussie Tune here. I just thought I'd show you what I'm up to. So at the moment I'm working on a 2010 Volkswagen Transporter, so it's in for a few bits and pieces, one of which is replacement of the flywheel and this little bearing in here. So currently right now I'm actually removing what they call the spigot bearing that mounts in the end of the engine, which involves installing this extractor, which currently it's proving to be a little bit more difficult than I feel it should be. But anyway, we will persist. So basically it's a matter of just installing the puller and cranking it around with the spanner as it pulls the bearing out. It's not particularly skilled work. It's just a case of having the right tools for the job, which is what we have here. You can see it's coming out nice and smoothly, just like that. So that's what I'm up to. We've changed the little bearing in there, which is just a matter of tapping it in. Now it's a case of bolt the flywheel up, and it does go a certain way, so you just have to keep spinning it around until it all lines up. And then in the bolts go. So why were we replacing this? So the reason we were replacing this is because the old one had done 300,000 kilometers and it was rattling around excessively. So basically the dual mass flywheel is essentially two parts. You have an inner part and an outer part. You might be able to see that moves a little bit, and partially it's because the bolts are still loose. But it's a series of dampeners inside to stop vibration. And on the old one, it had basically just had enough. And it was rattling around and making an almighty clunking sound. Now the fun part is we actually do the bolts up to 90 degrees. The Germans feel that the most accurate way to do stuff up is torque to yield bolts, which basically means you do them up to an angle and it stretches the bolts. That's how the Germans like to do it. It does mean every time you undo these bolts, they do have to be replaced. I think I've got the easy part. Dylan in the background's having to fight against me with his short bar. That's it. Job done. So like I was saying in the video earlier, the reason it was getting replaced is just because this one is rattling around and making a horrible noise, waiting to fly apart. As you can see, maybe you can't see, but it has a lot of play and movement. That shouldn't be there. They're designed to have a little bit of movement, but certainly not this much movement. And so that's the reason it's getting replaced. And so if I can move it easily with my hands, it's only going to move a whole lot more with the power of the engine behind it. So thanks for watching. That's what I'm up to today.